Amy Duggar does not want to be a cynic. She has simply seen too much. The niece of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, Amy has been estranged from her infamous family members for years, but not really due to any major fallout. A while back, Amy simply chose to live a quiet lifestyle, away from the spotlight, and away from the rather unusual rules and guidelines set up by her aunt and uncle when it comes to raising their kids. But these days? After Josh was arrested and more sordid details came out about how his parents helped cover his dirty deeds up, Amy doesn't think she has a choice. She's been forced to speak up. Duggar praised Jesus, for example, as soon as she learned Josh had been found guilty. Prior to this verdict being reached, Amy trashed Josh as both evil and also as a sociopath. Pretty hard to argue with both of those classifications, isn't it? Now, meanwhile, it appears as if Amy is going after Jim Bob hard. Over this past weekend, Amy jumped on Twitter and wrote the following: "Sometimes I can be naive and think that everyone is genuinely a good person, but that's not true, and it's a sad world. But it's extremely unhealthy for me to continue to be kind to someone who exploits innocent children and lies for a few clicks. Block the toxic." As you can see, Amy does not cite her uncle by name. However, it's worth pointing two things out here. Joanna, Jinger, Jessa, and Jill all detailed last year how their dad basically pocketed all their money for all their past appearances on TLC. Sounds like something Jim Bob would do, doesn't it? Derek Dillard has previously accused his father-in-law of stealing millions from his sons and daughters in a series of social media posts. Based on the timing, therefore, it's easy to surmise in this case that Amy is referring directly to Jim Bob when she talks about the exploitation of innocent girls and boys. "I just want to be surrounded by good people and zero drama, you know? Life is so short," Amy added in a response late last week to one of her followers. In the wake of all these scandals surrounding her relatives, Amy has been turning of late to a higher power. "People pretend well, but at the end of the day real situations expose fake people, so pay attention," she tweeted on January 7th, later adding, "Don't worry about people God removed from your life. He heard conversations you didn't, he saw things you couldn't. He made moves you wouldn't." She concluded, "Thank you, Jesus. #live in peace."